Okay, question 16. As always, pause the video and have a go at the question if you haven't done so already. This question is an unusual question, not seen one like this for quite a while. There's quite often on a high-level exam paper going to be one unusual question you've not seen before. So you've got to try and get something out of it if you're not sure what you're doing. This is worth 6 marks. If you leave it blank, it's going to cost you a lot. And there are some fairly easy marks here for just a little bit of substitution. So we're told a graph is a curve of y equals a plus bx. Not something we're that familiar with at higher level GCSE. But we're told it passes through 1, 7 and 2, 13. So that tells us an x and a y value on this curve. We've got two values where we know the x and the y value. So we've got two parts of this question. This one, if we put this value in here, we've got to try and work out the values of a and b. So if we put these values of x and y in, we get y is 7, a we don't know, b we don't know, when x is 1. Okay, that's one method mark for writing that. And then we've got a second one where y is 13, a we don't know, when b is 2. Another method mark. Okay, so 2 marks gained there for just substituting some values in. If we do nothing else, there's 2 marks. This 1 doesn't really matter because b to the power of 1 is just b. So we've got to try and figure out how to combine these. This is actually a simultaneous equation with a square in it. To do that, we need to try and figure out how to replace one of these. I could take this first equation and rearrange it so that I get b equals 7 minus a, or I could rearrange it so I get a equals 7 minus b. Both of them will work, but which one's better to use? If I use this one, such that I'm going to have to square 7 minus a. It's not that hard, but I don't need to do that, because if I've used this one, a equals 7 minus b, and I put that in for what a is, so I replace the letter a with 7 minus b, I get 13 equals 7 minus b plus b squared, which gives us a quadratic in b. The only letter left is b. If I rearrange this to make this 0, let's put the b squared at the front where we normally see it, the square power, minus the b, and then I've got to take the 13 to the same side as the 7 by taking it away. So 7 take away 13 is minus 6, and that would equal 0. Okay, there's going to be a method mark there, which is dependent on what we've seen before. To solve that, we need to we don't need to factorise, but factorising is the easiest option. Should try it first. What multiplies to give us minus 6? Well, we could have 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. It's minus 6, so one of them's got to be negative, and we've got a minus b, so that means the bigger of the two numbers is negative, so it's either 1 times minus 6 or 2 times minus 3. And which one, when we add, gives us minus 1b, so 1 plus minus 6 is going to give us minus 5, which is too big, so 2 plus minus 3 is going to give us the right answer, so we have plus 2 and minus 3, and that equals 0. So if this equals 0, that means these brackets are equal to 0, so that bracket equals 0 and that bracket equals 0. So what makes the first bracket 0? Well, that's minus 2. And what makes the second bracket 0? That's 3, take away 3 is 0, so b is 3. And just to finish off, we need to find the a that goes with this. A is going to be equal to 7 take away b. 7 take away minus 2 is 9, and a is going to be 7 take away 3, which is 4. Okay, but there's only space for one answer, so let's just look back to the start. Read the question again, and we see that a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0. So this is the only one where a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0. This is no good to us because b is minus 2 there. So we put the answer 4 and 3 for 6 marks. Okay, where the marks? Well, we've got 3 marks there. There's 1 mark here for factorising. I give that as an answer mark. 1 mark for finding the value of b from that. If you've got any quadratic here and factorised it, find the answer, that would count as a follow-through mark. And then getting the matching answer gives us another answer mark. 6 marks.